Okay, folks. So I'm going to call this Coquí mode because I don't want to say that I'm bothered, pissed off, or whatever. I'm on my Coquí mode. So I go to dinner tonight and place is packed. You got to wait. Okay, no big deal. So I decide I'm going to go outside. I'm going to wait outside, right? Because, I mean, it's a logical thing to do. You wait outside. So I go outside and I notice this lady is staring at me up and down, up and down. In my head, I'm saying maybe her eyes are dry. Maybe she's just going like this. I don't know. I really don't know. And she finally musters the courage to come up to me. Hi. Hi. Are you eating dinner here too? No, pendeja. I just want you to fucking appease me with your presence, right? Just grace me with your presence because I have nothing better to do tonight than to hang out with you. But of course, I didn't say that. I said yes. Me too. Okay. I thought that was the end of it. I thought that was the end of it. Then she goes, so where you from? I had to tell myself, control your face. Because if there's one thing Latina women can't do is control the facial expressions. So I said, relax the face. They say we're pissed off even when we're not pissed off. It's just a resting bee thing. So, New York. Oh, I'm from Ohio. Nice. Silence for a minute. I'm thinking, okay, she's done asking questions. Nope, not at all. Then she says, so you're from New York, but what are you? What? Wait a minute, let me. In my head, I said, I'm human. I hope I look human. What do you mean, what am I? But no, I didn't say that. I went, what do you mean? Like, what are you? What's your background? And in my head, I said, does this lady want my background, or does she, or is she asking where am I from? Because, but anyways. So I said, I was born in New York and raised in New York, and I'm Puerto Rican. Really? I have friends in Ohio, and they're Puerto Ricans, but she's lighter. In my head, I said, do I punch her in the throat now? Or do I let her keep hanging herself with her story? And I said, she's going to put her foot in her mouth, but control yourself. And I said, oh, well, we're like the Crayola box. We come all colors, all shades, all sizes. Like when the Crayola breaks and you got that short one and then you got that long one. And you got the Crayola sometimes comes with the fat crayons and sometimes it comes with the skinny crayons. That's how we are. We come all colors, all shapes, all sizes. I thought she would just say, oh, and leave it alone. No. She then proceeds to say, so were you born there? Lady, I just told you I was born in New York, right? But, okay. No, I wasn't. Well, I think she was waiting for me to say that, and I fell into that trap momentarily because she goes, oh, so my friend, she's Puerto Rican, right? I told you that. And she believes and she feels that if you weren't born in Puerto Rico and you don't speak Spanish, then you don't belong to Puerto Rico and you're also a no sabo. And I said in my head, well, yo no sé por qué carajo, yo no sabo por qué carajo you're talking to me, because that's your problem, but you want to mess around with me tonight, so let's play. So I said, really? I said, wow, well, my DNA didn't get that. And she looked at me like, what? I said, yeah, my DNA didn't get that memo. That's how she looked at me, right? And for a minute there, all I heard was wah, 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 wah. Yeah, me pica la cabeza because I'm like, the hell, right? And for a second there, I go, does she really have a friend that's Puerto Rican that feels that way? That because she's lighter, or because, or he or she, because she just said Puerto Rican friend. She didn't say whether it was a male or female. Do they really feel that if you weren't born in the island, you're really not Puerto Rican, you're from out there? Oh, because I forgot to tell you, I don't even know if I just told you that she said, you're from out there. Allá afuera, allá afuera. So, in my head, I said, wow, I really hope they're not teaching you that, and I hope that person doesn't feel like that, because I remember growing up and going to Puerto Rico every summer. And I used to look forward to meeting up with my old friends that I left out there the year before, my cousins, my abuelos, my tias, my tios, the arroz con gandule, the pernil, the dominoes, the limbel, the beach time. And I remember playing with friends, right, when you're young, and I don't ever recall any of my friends or my cousins, family members saying, well, if you weren't born here in Puerto Rico, you're not Puerto Rican. Or if you don't speak Spanish, you're an Osabo. Yeah, we would hear the, hey, you guys, should learn your language, but no one ever degraded us over that, right? Although I do speak the language. And if your friend feels that way, if you even have a friend that's Puerto Rican, who knows? You probably just wanted to hear yourself talk. But that's okay. Sometimes you need an outlet. But today, you plugged yourself into the wrong outlet. So, again, I'm gone, right? Because I'm thinking, wow, I hope she doesn't have a friend like that. But let's say she does, then that's sad, because it doesn't matter what zip code we're in. It really doesn't. We can go from Oregon down to Florida. Name an island that you think we're not at. Name a country that you think we're not in. And we're still like the Coquí. We chirp anywhere that we are located at. And we chirp with the same love, right? It doesn't matter who you are. We love you. We give you the shirts off our backs. That's who we are. But to say, if this is truth, well, if they're not born in the island, they're not really Puerto Rican, or if they don't speak the Spanish and they're no sabo, then they're not Puerto Rican. Well, that's really dumb. It's naive for you to think that way, because my DNA tells me that I am Puerto Rican. I am Boricua. I am from Borinquen. I may not have been born there or raised there, but this blood is deep. I may not be light-skinned, but we come all colors. And if you're teaching someone that doesn't understand our culture, doesn't understand that we're Spaniard, Indian, Afro, I just did my ancestry, and we're not just that. Listen, I have Brazilian, I have a whole bunch of stuff, Ghana, you name it. I have it all. The only thing I didn't see in my ancestry was Asian. And even now we're finding out that might be in our blood, right? Depending on who your ancestors were. But anyway, let's get back to my crappy night. And if you're teaching this, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but this blood is deep, and it doesn't matter where we're at. There's a bond, and be it in New York, be it in Puerto Rico, be it in space, we're like the Coquí. We sing and we chirp, and we're proud to say that we're Puerto Ricans, regardless of where we're at, regardless of where we're located. And if that's how you feel, then shame on you. Now, if this lady made this up and she doesn't have a friend that's Puerto Rican, she just wanted to run her mouth, then lady, educate yourself. Educate yourself before you start interrupting people's evenings, before you start doing inquisitions or your dissertations. Educate yourself. We come all colors. We come all skin types. We come all hair grades. It's in our DNA. And if you don't know about someone's culture, I highly suggest you don't run your mouth. And I'm saying mouth right now, but at the moment, I was saying, ladies, shut your trap. Just shut it the hell down, because you have no idea. And on that note, if you really do have a friend that's Puerto Rican and that's how they feel, it doesn't matter. Because although I don't know you, and if you do exist, I'm still going to have love for you. Because it's in my DNA. I'm on Coqui mode. I sing and I chirp wherever I'm at. Proud to be Puerto Rican. Comment on my link. Let me know if you've experienced this before. How do you feel about this? Let's talk. Let's get Coqui mode.